Hello, Aries. This is Mary Elizabeth with your November 2023 tarot forecast. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. So, I wanted to give you an impression of what I see mentally when I close my eyes for you, Aries. I see a lake, and around this lake are beautiful trees, beautiful, tall, full trees changing colors. And it looks like it may be a little bit chilly or a little bit cold. You are in the distance and you are looking out over this lake, and it almost looks like there's a little hill, right? And then the lake is down here. You are holding a cup in your hand filled with tea or coffee. There is an off-white or gray scarf around your neck that looks like it's been knitted or crocheted. And it almost feels like you're looking out over what it is that you have created for yourself, right? It looks like that you tapped into this untapped, unlimited potential that we all have. And you have found a way to leave the past behind and no longer blame yourself for things that were done or that weren't done. And you're here looking at what you have created for yourself. And there's a sense of calm, there's a sense of quiet, and there's a sense of being receptive to the abundance that is circulating around you, Aries. So let's see what the cards say. Here we go. All right, so we have Archangel Raphael, opening your heart to the unlimited, untapped potential that is around you. The Magician in the mirror is just like the Magician in the regular tarot. So you've started a spark. You've created this spark of opportunity here by allowing yourself to step into this beautiful, receptive energy. You've created a spark of opportunity, a spark that has the potential of creating such goodness and greatness in your life. There's also a time here for you to rest and rejuvenate, get back to balance. And we see that the Magician in the mirror is balancing these two elements, right? And I believe this to be the element of fire and the element of air, or the element of spirit. But when we take air and we put it with fire, we take that spark and we create this amazing, brilliant igniting of receptivity, of transformation, of self-love and abundance, of nurturing and worthiness. And we're no longer in a mindset of uncertainty or insecurity. And the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, is asking you to open your heart to all of these great things, but also to take care of your physical self, your physical body. Drink more water, eat healthy foods, take care of your physical self, which in turn takes care of your mental self, your spiritual self. So I get this sense that you are becoming more open and more aware of who you truly are. And there's this sense of finding that balance. And how we find that balance is through meditation, through visualization, through rest and rejuvenation, but also receptive of the energy from spirit source, the channeled energy from spirit source. And how we achieve that is also through meditation, visualization. So let's see what the cards have for you, Aries. That was not a good shuffle. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness gracious. So The first card that came out is the Three of Swords. Then we have the Page of Swords. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. Let me get the one card that fell on the floor. And we have the Judgment. So as we are stepping into the Magician in the mirror, as we're creating a spark and turning that spark into a flame and turning that flame into a fire of rest and rejuvenation and receptivity and transformation, there are some things in our lives that may move in a completely different direction. There may be people who walk out of our lives. There may be people that we cut cords with. There may be things that that you recognize no longer serves its purpose in your life. And so these things are going to become something of the past. And the Page of Swords leaves the past behind and comes into the present moment. Right? We can see the broom behind the page. Everything back there is empty, right? We don't have to worry about what was, right? Now we are talking about where we are and where we're going and what we're doing from this moment forward. So we are speaking our truth. We are learning. We have a map, the Page of Pentacles laid out in front of us. We have all of these wonderful, great new ideas, new inspiration. We are grounded on very solid, this is going to be a grounded, beautiful, wonderful, solid journey that you have here. This isn't you afraid of speaking your truth. You're not a victim anymore. You're not a victim to your past circumstances and situations. You're not a victim to other people's situations and circumstances or trials and tribulations. This is you stepping into your power, speaking your truth, learning what you need to learn, communicating on how you feel comfortable with communicating, laying out a plan, a map for yourself, if you will. And that's exactly what the Page of Pentacles does. We have a map laid out. We have a plan, right? We're stepping into a time of intuition and creativity. We're opening up our heart to new, wonderful, great opportunities and paths. In the Judgment card, we start on that path. We're walking on that path. The Judgment card is a time of transformation. It's something coming back around. And you either releasing this or letting it go, which is the thing that is coming back around. You releasing it and letting it go, or you learning something from it that gives you the wisdom that you need to move a little bit further on your journey, right? So the Judgment card is like the phoenix rising out of the fire. It's a rebirth. It's an ascension. And how do we ascend? And how do we go through a rebirth, right? We release and we let go and we transform or transition into ourselves, the version of ourselves that we desire to see. And if that means working through things that are coming back around or releasing these things that are coming back around and no longer being a victim to them, then that is what you are being called to do. But sometimes it's a very difficult path. It's a very difficult road because it means letting things go. And you may already be in the process of letting things go. You may already be grieving over the loss of someone or the loss of something. But this works out brilliantly for you because you have the opportunities to start fresh and to start new and to go your own way without the trials and tribulations of what once was. So we have the Ten of Cups, the Tower, my favorite card of the tarot. The Tower kind of helps us, right? The Tower helps us recognize if what we are building is solid and stable, or if what we are building has cracks and flaws, right? So with the Tower next to the Ten of Cups, it almost feels like that there's a relationship that on the surface it may look like there is something wonderful happening here. But underneath the surface, there's a lot of cracks, and the foundation of this relationship isn't very good. So the Tower is here to kind of show us that perhaps this relationship has been one of one-sidedness. Perhaps this relationship has been one that has caused the heartbreak and heartache and trials and tribulations. And perhaps this relationship is what is coming back around, and is what is the lesson that you're going to be learning, is to walk away from relationships that don't offer you the kindness or the compassion or the love or the feeling of worthiness and nurturing that you need. And if you're putting 90% into this relationship and only getting 10% back, then it is not a stable, solid, tangible relationship, right? So the King of Wands asks, well, what's next? Well, now that this has all come to light, and now that we recognize this relationship for what it is at face value, now what do we do, right? Now how do we move forward? Well, we move forward with growth and with passion. The King of Wands is a card of travel, right? It's a card of making a decision on what direction we're going. He's very passionate about doing this. There's the quill and the paper, so there's different forms of communications. There's letters, there's contracts, there's letters written up by lawyers or judges, but there is a different form of communication happening here, which gives you the freedom to move forward and to grow. And you're growing here in passion, and you're growing here in wisdom as well, and you're ready to fight for all of this. Everything, this relationship feels like it was this relationship feels like it was holding you back or holding you down. And when this relationship starts to crack and crumble, you're ready to just kind of move forward. You're ready to just write the letter you need to write, have the contract signed that you need to have signed, the divorce papers, the separation paper, whatever it is, and walk away and move forward, because there's so much out there for you. So much opportunity out there for you, so much love out there for you, so much peace out there for you, so many blessings out there for you, that living in an environment to where you have to mask the happiness, you have to mask the emotional stability and abundance, you have to mask, being in a relationship to where you have to put on airs while you're in front of other people, it doesn't work, because sooner or later resentment kicks in, and we have the Tower card, and it just kind of, everything comes crashing down, and you recognize that for what it is. But the Ace of Cups is here, and it's almost like there's two relationships going on here. There's two families going on here. This is what we want, right? This is what we allow other people to see, but this isn't really what it is. Where the real love is happening, where the real opportunity is happening, where the real peace and tranquility is happening, is in this household of, it's a completely different family. So I don't know if you moved away from home to marry or to get engaged, and you moved in with a partner, and you're starting to see the cracks in this relationship, and you're starting to see that the only one that's benefiting out of this relationship is the other person. And so by walking away from that, it seems real that the love, the peace, the growth, the opportunity and possibilities that you're seeking comes from a different type of family, a more tight-knit family. Home. I want to say home. Home. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the abundance is. Home is where the love is. Home is where the loyalty is. Home is where the opportunities lie. Home is where you get the nurturing, and you're being heard, and you feel worthy and awakened, right? This relationship here, whomever this is and whatever this is, isn't any of that. This is a facade. This is somebody pretending to to offer themselves into a time of love. And I feel like this is what's coming back around. So if you're separated or going through a divorce, it comes back around and you get the opportunity to see it for what it truly is. And then you make the decision to wash your hands of it altogether. Right? Home is where you're going to find the peace and the love. Home is where you're going to find the growth and the nurturing. Home is where you're going to find the protection and the abundance and the patience that you need and that you're looking for. Home. This isn't home. This isn't home. This is a facade. This is on a very unstable platform with a whole lot of cracks and this is not good. This relationship is not good. And you're going to find that out because they're going to come back and they're going to say, oh, everything's going to be all right. Lovey-dovey, this, that, and the third. And it'll be okay for a minute. But you'll start seeing the cracks in it again. And then you'll start making plans to, walk away. Because you're going to be given, just like before, you're going to be giving everything of yourself, right? And you're not going to be getting anything back. It's going to last for a very short amount of time. And then you'll see that the real home, the real nurturing, the real abundance, the real love, loyalty, prosperity comes from here, not that. All right. Let's see. Having the confidence to move forward, having the confidence to move on your own path, having the confidence to learn the lessons that you need to learn, reconcile with whomever you have to reconcile with, have the confidence to let that go, reconcile with that, say, you know what, okay, let's let bygones be bygones here. There isn't anything here left. We need to reconcile that. We need to look at this relationship and understand that this is done, right? As much as we want to continue on, as much as we want to try to rebuild, there's nothing left, and we're fooling ourselves because every single time you allow someone the permission to continue to do what they have done before, every single time you allow someone to continue to do what they've done before, you're giving them permission to do it. Right? If you know that someone has cheated on you and you give them, or you allow them to come back into your life and they've continued to cheat on you, you've given them permission to do it because they know that every single time that they do it, you'll most likely take them back because that's how much you want them, need them, love them. Right? So they'll continue to do it. And it wouldn't surprise me if this is the first time this person has come back around. And I love you, I want you, I need you, da 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 yada yada yip yip, whatever it is that they say. And it wouldn't surprise me if this isn't the first time it has turned into a tower moment, and if it isn't the first time that you've walked away from it. Where you are going to find the peace that you are looking for at the moment is home, family, friends. They're going to be there to take care of you. They're going to be there to provide for you. They're loyal. They'll stand with you. That's where you're going to find what you're looking for. And the strength card is you having the strength to know that this isn't right. It's not right. We can delude ourselves into thinking it is. We can delude ourselves by saying they'll change. Because we've done it before, right? We can delude ourselves by saying, well, they love me. They really do. And we've done that before. So it's either having the strength and the confidence to reconcile here, to say, okay, I know that this isn't going to work. I know that it never will. And I'm tired of going through the same old routine. It's a regurgitation of the same thing. Why do you want that for your life, right? Walk away from it. Find the love and the passion and the growth and the tranquility and happiness and abundance and prosperity and love that you want. And you're going to find that home. I can't stress home enough. So one more card. Observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. See things for what they are. Observe your surroundings. Watch what they do. Look at the opportunities that you have around you. This isn't your only choice. It's not your only opportunity. And I think that sometimes for more women than men, when we get into these relationships and it starts off with this wonderful, overwhelming sense of love and appreciation and kindness and all of that, we don't want to observe it going sideways. We don't want to believe that this person could, is the type of person that would manipulate us and deceive us for what they want or what they need or what they desire or whatever. We don't want to believe that. So when the heartbreak happens and all of these wonderful new paths are presented to us, and it's being shown to us what is really happening, we don't want to see it. That's why Archangel Raphael talks about opening up your heart, and the Magician in the Mirror talks about changing, creating, taking that spark and creating a flame, and moving forward with your life, and not thinking that this is the best that you can do for you, because it's not. You have a whole world out there in front of you, right? Think about what I'm saying. Obtain the confidence, reconcile this shit, and move on. Find your tribe, find your home, find your people. That's where you're going to find your strength. I hope that helps. Take care of you.